A barn packed with egg-laying hens on a Norfolk farm. The birds show clear signs of suffering and neglect. But these animals are supposed to be protected by one of the most respected trademarks in farming, the RSPCA Freedom Food Standard. With over 2,000 members, the scheme's logo can be seen on produce in nearly every supermarket. It stands for welfare and protects the living conditions of 1 billion farm animals. This is just one farm, but what's happening here throws the legitimacy of the scheme into question. We first entered the barn at Pound Farm at night. Birds do flock together at night, but the extreme feather loss and redness are symptoms of life in a prolonged, cramped and stressful environment. We found a number of injured and dying hens, and some that looked as if they'd been dead a long time. Under Freedom Food Regulation M3.1, flocks must be inspected 3 times a day for sick and injured birds. And under any rules, carcasses should be removed within 24 hours.
If you were down a supermarket, you would pay a premium for eggs from these chickens because you'd be under the impression that they were living in healthy conditions.
Later, secretly filmed, the farm labourer in charge admits the barn is overcrowded.
In here they ain't got many feeders on, but apparently they will come back.
Well, why are they gone like that for then?
Because there's too many in the shed.
There's too many birds in there.
If you had them outside all the time, in this heat they'd grow back like mad.
But these birds' eggs are classed as free range. In the daylight hours, the hens should be out in the yard. Freedom Food Rule E901, no later than 9 a.m. But by mid-morning, the range is empty. The hatches still down.
They ain't out now, are they?
No, I wouldn't let them out till about 10:30.
No.
If you let them out too early, you get all dirty eggs and like that, and you've just got to stand and wash all the eggs.
On another occasion, we offer to buy some hens. This time it's 11 a.m. and the barn is still full. We take our 5 birds to the vet.
On first appearance, they do look as though they are probably kept in quite crowded conditions. We've got quite considerable feather loss ventrally, yes, and on the back. Yes. See, even up here where there's not obvious feather loss, the feathers are thinned out. Yeah. Down, as we come further down the back, the feathers are clearly broken off, which indicates to me that this is a traumatic problem rather than a moult. And then we've got some quite severe inflammation of the perineum. It's hot to the touch. I should think it's, you know, really quite painful. Yeah. Can you see how prominent that breastbone is? Yeah. It's really sticking out proud. Even though these are laying birds and not meat-producing birds, it should still have a adequate breast muscle, which is wasted.
Back at the barn, our labourer admits the birds haven't been fed properly.
They ran out of food yesterday.
The yard chicken on Saturday this week is supposed to be 13 tonne. We only brought a tonne.
What, chickens don't have any food?
No.
Rule FW 1.2, birds must have access to nutritious food at all times. Well, just to give you a comparison, in my left hand here I have what a free-range chicken should look like. And in my right hand I have one of the hens from the Freedom Food Farm. The farmer denies that the birds are underfed or kept in and insists they are regularly inspected. He says a disease caught in May has led to their condition. But 2 months earlier, in mid-March, at the time our footage was first filmed, they were diagnosed disease-free. A week later, on March the 25th, Freedom Food conducted its annual inspection. The farm didn't meet their standards in 3 areas, including an excessive colony size. But it still got its Freedom Food certificate. Throughout the following weeks, in April and May, our continued visits suggested the bird's condition didn't improve. We showed our findings to the RSPCA.
What do you say to consumers who see the images of these birds, see the weight of these birds, hear one of the farm hands saying that he doesn't let them out? What do you say to reassure them that the Freedom Food RSPCA monitoring stands for animal welfare?
The scheme itself is assessed yearly. They do have the spot checks, and when this has come up, we have gone in as soon as we can to have a look at those birds and check the welfare of them. This farmer has showed, in terms of the health of those birds, has showed that it's applying the standards by seeking veterinary advice.
Dealing with, rectifying, seeking advice, that absolves them, does it?
Well, I don't know whether it's really a case of putting the blame on the farmer, and I don't have all that evidence.
Freedom from hunger and thirst, from discomfort, from injury and disease. Freedom Food is all about trust. But these images will cast serious doubt. Jason Farrell, Sky News.